on the side of the oppressor. They talk about how America has done so much good for our people, but they don't see what is happening in front of them as far as the destruction, and right in front of them. What is so amazing to me is that the oppressor, he can do anything. When I say anything, to the point where he doesn't have to hide nothing, and yet the world is still on his side. That is amazing. It's witchcraft, man. It's literally witchcraft.
That's right.
They can unalive somebody literally in front of you, and yet you are still inclined to be on their side. That is oppression. That is Stockholm syndrome. All right. You have a mental issue. You are in love with your oppressor, and that's the issue. Go ahead.
Like the police officers, police officers, our kind that unalive us and kill us too and hate us.
Okay, are you asking a question or what?
I guess it's more like a question. A lot of these police officers hate us, and they unalive us from their oppressor. They do evil to their own people.
Yeah, kind. And the reason why that they are doing evil, like our people. So the brother question was, as far as so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people who are on the force, who are part of the police department, right, or FBI department, and they unalive their own people. They want to thank. They should thank their oppressor because they want to be like them so bad that they do as they do. That's why it says ye are the father, the devil. Okay. That's what it says, because you are just like him. Now, he's not your actual father, no. But your ways are very similar, as if that was the man that raised you, who taught you how to be that way. All right. Because once again, the things that we do wrong is taught behavior. That's it. All right. But anyway, keep going.
And a gift destroys the heart.
Yeah, once again, that's the gift that destroys the heart. You want to join the military. You want to join the Navy, the Marines. You want to join the police force. You want to be where your oppressor's at, your daddy, your pappy. That's where you want to be. You want to be where they are at. And you want to be just like them. You want to be the biggest mobster of the world, the biggest drug dealer of the world, the biggest scammer of the world. That's what you want. And that reward is what you will get. Now, it doesn't work in your benefit. Okay? It's so funny how the oppressor commit the same crimes that any other race of people will commit, but they get a slap on the wrist and you get all of the punishment. You get thrown under the jail, under the prison. You may lose your life sometimes as well. In most cases. Like, for example, right, that sister, man, sister Vanessa. I forgot to say her last name. I want to say it's Vanessa Jillian. All right, it's Salaki, if I'm saying it incorrectly. That sister Vanessa, and then the other sister, they really haven't showed her name too much, but these famous stories about these Hispanic sisters losing their life in the military. It's one that was very recent, that's very disturbing. I literally was on TikTok. I was literally on TikTok, and I remember this sister. She made a whole video about what was currently going on as far as the base that she was at, as far as the military. She was saying that, a lot of weird things have been happening. She had got jumped. She had got harassed. She was sexually, I believe she was probably assaulted sexually at one point. It was a lot of things going on, and she was trying to leave. She was trying to get out of there. And she even, tried to seek help from the higher ups, but they wasn't on her side. And lo and behold, she made one last video talking to her family and everything, and they were trying to get her out of there as well. And she said, look, I'm documenting this to let y'all know if anything happens to me, y'all know what happened. If y'all don't hear from me, hey, this is that. This is what happened. And I literally remember being on this sister's page, man, on her TikTok page. And I'm like, man, like I pray nothing happens to the sister. And then I believe 2 months later, that same sister, that same video that I saw, I kid you not, I remember her face. I remember that video like it was yesterday. That sister was found 2 months later unalive, and they ruled it as a suicide, like they always do. And that hurt, man. That hurt to see a sister, man, who was literally crying out for help. She did not feel safe or comfortable, and she was being mistreated by her fellow members of the military.
Right.
And they took advantage of her. They assaulted her. And this sister, she lost her life. Like, that's what comes with being in the military, being in Esau's military. Okay? Now, does it happen to every brother or sister? No. And there's even stories about, black men even, suffer some consequences or being unalive. Also, too, the same story as far as that sister, man. I believe a brother tried to get involved, and even he got punished. He didn't get unalive, but that brother suffered some consequences because he was trying to help that Hispanic sister, man. Imagine that.
Right.
Imagine a brother of color trying to help this Hispanic sister, and he gets some heat. He gets some pushback. Like, come on, man. The military sounds good. It sounds nice. You're doing something good for your country. But you have to wake up and smell the goddamn coffee and look at everything for what it is. Everybody doesn't have your best interests. Stop right there. And it said a gift destroyed the heart, right? Yeah. A gift destroyed the heart. That gift of, hey, if you join the military, there's a $50,000 sign-on bonus. All right? Or it's 200K. Like, they always try to lure you in. Always. They always try to entice you. Come on to the police force, man. You're gonna clean up the community. Don't you as a person of color want to, make sure that your people is good and that they trust you so you can handle your neighborhoods? Like, man, a gift destroyed the heart. Don't you want to, bounce this basketball for me and be underneath this contract? For $1 million, you and your family will be just fine for life.
Right.
A gift destroys the heart, man. It really does.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Give me Zephaniah 2:1, please. Zephaniah is going to be towards the back of the book. All right. Zephaniah 2:1. Okay. All right. Once again, if anybody got questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. We'll get into it. All right. You got it? No sweat. There's a few things that I want to touch on as well. Just bear with us. Let me know when you got it out. It's Zephaniah, not Zechariah. Zephaniah, Zeph, Aniah. You got it? Got it. Is it Zephaniah? Zephaniah?
Zephaniah.
No sweat. All right, go ahead. You got it. 2:1. All right. Quickly. All right. You got it. Go ahead.
Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
I lift up my eyes against and look, behold, a man.
No. Zephaniah 2:1. That's not Zephaniah 2:1.
What?
It should say, gather yourselves together. The water.
Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Wait. Take your time. Read it again.
Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together.
Right. Gather yourselves together. Right. This is Zephaniah, a prophet. Zephaniah is prophesying and saying, hey, gather yourselves together. Now, understand, right? Every book has an audience. Any book that's on the face of the earth has a audience. And in this sense, it's speaking to a specific people. If you do not know who the Bible is speaking to, we are going to get it right now. Go ahead.
Oh, nation, not desired.
No. From the top.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. I mean, Salaki. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together.
Keep going.
Ye gather together. O nation, not desired.
Right, that old nation not desired. Like later when you read the chapter, it's going to talk about Israel.
That's right.
Israel. So if you don't know who Israel is or the Israelites, there's 12 tribes that's going to make up the so-called Black people, Latino people, and Native Indian people. And of course, there's so many resources to prove that we are all, that the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, we are family. Okay? Now, everybody on the face of the earth, are we family? Are we all the same people, all family? Absolutely not. And even they would tell you that. We are not all the same. We are not all family. We do not all share the same bloodline. But as far as those, those so-called Negroes, so-called African Americans, the Latinos, Latinas, Hispanics, the Native Indians, okay, the Seminole Indians, all right, the West Indians, we all share the same blood, literally. We are family. We are bonded together, all right? Shout out to our forefather or the progenitor of us, Jacob, now whose name was changed to what? Israel, Yasha'Allah. That's why we are the Israelites, because of our father, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. All right. And Yasha'Allah means prince of the power, by the way.
That's right.
You can stop right there. And the reason why it says to gather together, O nation not desired, because we are not loved or desired. So we should come together to be desired with one another. That's simple as that, right?
That's right.
Instead of you fighting for a country that's not your country, literally, it's not your country anymore, at least, or it's not your inhabitants, your land. Why don't you fight for the kingdom that's to come very soon? Why don't you fight for that? Why don't you fight for those in the ghettos, those in the hood, those suffering and dying? We wait for the oppressor to come save us when we can literally come together to help and save one another. Have you ever thought about that? Because what's so beautiful about the ISUPK, once again, man, is that all the food programs or just any single any program that you can think of, whether it be food, the prison, shelter, counseling, we have so many programs that benefit and that helps one another. Okay? And also, too, you know what? We don't stop anybody that's not so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We help everybody. But our target audience is for those who don't have it, those who are struggling, those who are under the bridges, those who are overdue on rent and on the way out the door for eviction. That's who we do this for. Our people who are suffering in this hell every single solitary day, man. Okay? That's what we do. That's our job as, Black and Hispanic and Native Indian brothers and sisters. That's our job. You are obligated to help your people. You saving America is not going to work. It's not going to be for the benefit of your people, nor you. Right. Nor you. You want to know why? Because sooner or later, you might end up being harassed or unalived.
Right.
Assaulted, and then they rule your demise as a suicide.
Right.
My thing is this, right? It was also to that one sister. When they found her body, she had so many bruises and scars on her body, and they had poured some type of acid on this woman's private area. Why do you think they poured the acid on her private area and nowhere else on her body? Go ahead.
Probably raped.
That's exactly what they did. Ain't no probably to it.
Right.
They assaulted her. Damn right. That's exactly what they did because they was trying to hide the evidence. You know what I mean? If you put anything in acid, it's gone. There's no evidence. That's why some people, you know, like they'll chop up someone's body and put them in some acid, and boom, you will never find the body because it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. All right. You know what I mean? But anyway, good night, man. Let's get give me Exodus 15:3. Baruch Shah. Exodus 15:3. Mm-hmm.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is what?
The Lord is a man of war.
Right. The Lord is a man of war. You feel me? To conceal the results. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, the Lord is a man of war. And that's what the Lord wants. He wants a man of war. And you want to know also what the Lord wants? He wants a sister who is virtuous.
That's right.
A sister who is just, how can I say it? A daughter of Zion. That's what the Lord wants. He doesn't want no back-talking, disobedient, disrespectful monster of a woman.
That's right.
Who unalives her babies, who wants to be like the men, who wants to be, you know, promiscuous. The Most High is not looking for a drug addict or a drug dealer. All right. You know, a man that want to sleep with everybody else's woman when you can go get you a woman who is available, a woman who is not taken by anybody else.
That's right.
Who's not called by anybody else name. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like it's very effeminate and, you know, borderline, you know, homo to want to simply go after somebody else's woman when you can get your own woman. You can talk to a sister who no one is talking to. How about that? Like,
that's right.
Man, excuse me. I don't understand. Like, damn, like, are you that needy that you want to steal and covet somebody else's possession? Because I don't know if you sisters know, when you are with a man, when you are in a relationship, he is yours and you are his. Okay? You know, it's this thing about, oh, you know, I don't like when people say, you know, I'm his possession and he's my property. It sounds like slavery. No, that's not slavery. All right. When you are in a relationship, you both are responsible for each other. Okay. Like y'all, that's what it is. This is like how they say in the world, right? This is my fiance, this is my wife, this is my husband, this is my boyfriend, or this is my girlfriend. You're claiming each other. You are both literally in that sense or words. You're saying, this is my possession. You women out there screaming, my man, my man. Yeah, that is your man. No sweat. That is your man. That's your man. Nobody else's, right? It's usually how they want it. But that's your man, right? You belong to that man. Okay? You belong to that man. Damn right, that is your man. All right? And you are his what? His woman.
Right.
Y'all are responsible for each other. Like, come on, man. Like, we have to stop with the simplicity. And also, too, stop listening to every goddamn body.
That's right.
I remember being in school, in high school, because like in high school, I came into the ISUPK. You know, thank the Lord for that. And I remember when the military was just so heavy in my high school, they was trying to get people signed up and stuff like that. And I remember seeing some people who were kind of standoffish as far as the military because they felt like it wasn't worth their life, which they was absolutely correct in that, because it's not worth it. All right, it's not worth it at all. Hey, are you Tawab? It's like, yeah, you can't be doing that in middle class. Yeah, you gotta do that afterwards because you don't want to disrupt this class. All right, no sweat. All right, so Go ahead and read that out. It's going to be 15-3, Exodus.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. And the Lord is a man of war.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is his name.
Yeah, the Lord is a man of war. Once again, man, no sweat. Hey, you brothers out there, you should definitely be a man of war. But you fighting for this country, man, that's not it. All right. And also, too, all the unlawful filthiness that goes on in the military and in the Marines and all that stuff. Yeah, you ain't just over there fighting for your country. You are over there doing some unhumane things that are just absolutely disgusting. All right. Like all the stories that come out about what really goes on over there is absolutely disgusting. It's terrible, man. Okay. It's absolutely just goddamn terrible. Now, for you brothers and sisters who actually went to, who fought for your country, you know what I mean, and you are now in the ISUPK, you chose the right place, which is the ISUPK.
That's right.
All right. And a lot of brothers and sisters know that too. They noticed that it wasn't worth it because they was fighting in vain. When you come into the ISUPK, you have a real purpose. When you fight for these countries, you don't have a purpose. All right. Like on Veterans Day, what is the reward? Truly, what is the reward fighting for this country? There is none, because when you come back, you didn't lost an arm, a leg, a limb, everything. And you have all these mental disorders and mental illness. You're sick, and it was all for nothing. Go ahead.
On the war, you get the dribbles off the tail, this shit that fall off the table. You get the little.
You talking about crumbs?
Yeah.
Con, yeah. No, yeah, absolutely right. Like you get the crumbs of fighting for your oppressor or just doing anything thinking that you are going to be above and at the top. Once again, you are at the bottom and they are at the top, and that's how you will always be looked at when it comes to your enemy, which you should start seeing this oppressor as your enemy. Go ahead.
Some of my greedy people be considered satisfied with the little tripping we get for, and he turn us to oppressor, and he turn into criminals. He went around hating them because he hating them because judge the cause why you murdering or oppressing, why you doing all this evil.
Right, Con. No, I definitely understand that. Yeah, Con, I agree. You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and get Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. All right. Yeah, so Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. And we're going to dialogue for a little bit because I want to add something to this. Okay? Hey, damn right. And shout out to those brothers and sisters once again who fought, who are now fighting for, the Lord's army. Give them a hand. And like many things that we did in the world, we really didn't know no better. We thought we were doing the right thing, but in actuality, you find out sometimes the hard way, or sometimes you find out later in life, like, dang, like I wasted my time. I didn't have to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? But of course, shout out to you brothers and sisters out there who, actually, we're trying to do the right thing. I mean, I get it. You're trying to fight for your country. You really, truly believe that's what you're doing. But really, it's just all a setup for you. All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to say just like loud, brother, kill the mothers.
Unalive.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Because our brother, a lot of unalive and sell drugs and shit.
And watch the language out.
Come. And because he do that, because he don't know. He's trying to survive.
Right. Right. Exactly. Like because of oppression, because of poverty, because of just the oppressor being who he is, being a wicked, ruler, a tyrant.
Right.
It causes so many problems and issues in our everyday life, and that's what we talk about every single Tuesday. All right, go ahead.
The president, he's in the position to fix and correct all of them problems, our people.
Right.
You don't want this. He's a wicked person.
Right. Damn right. Yeah. Like once again, you have okay. You so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, don't blame yourself for nothing. That's something that Commanding General Yohana always teaches us. Don't blame yourself for nothing. Definitely blame your oppressor in the sense of this. The oppression, like blame your oppressor for what he is responsible for. Okay? Like blame him for what he is responsible for. Last time I checked, the whole earth is upside down, man.
That's right.
Like how do you destroy the ozone layer? That is crazy. Like everything this beast touch, he literally destroys. Every time. Every time. But yet we have to protect them. We have to love these people. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt when that doesn't work in your favor at all. All right, go ahead and get that out. But however, right? Instead of putting your love, your zeal, your talents, your honor towards this place called America, or putting all this time and overtime for your oppressor, this is what you should consider, and this is what you really should do. Go ahead. What's up? 6 and 19. Matthew 6. You got it. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures.
Lay not what?
Lay not up for yourself treasures upon the earth.
Right. Lay not up yourselves treasure upon the earth. Now look, of course, you have to work. You have to survive out here. I get it. Go ahead and get your money. All right. But don't lay your treasures here, because when you think about it, right, when you pass away, when you die, you cannot take the things that you left on earth with you.
That's right.
All right. It's this one song by Drake. You know who Drake is, right? The rapper, right? Now, this is one song that Drake got that it's pretty good. I like it. It's called "Money in the Grave" with a Rick Ross, and he's like, one of the lines is, when I die, damn, what's the damn lyrics? When I die, put my bury me or put my money in the grave, pretty much, right? He's saying like, when I die, just bury me with the money. Okay, it's many more artists who have similar songs as well. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's very foolish. It's very, stupid, because what justice is that paper going to do in there when your body is not, not in any use? Like, I mean, you're in a grave. Like, why bury yourself with money when it's not going to be put to use? It's just going to be simple paper money that can be used for your family or for something else more reasonable, logical. Instead, you want it, in the grave with you. You know what I mean? But, once again, read it one more time.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust do corrupt.
Where what?
Where moth and rust do corrupt.
Right. Moth and rust do corrupt. What does that mean? Moth and rust is what happens to your body, happens to the casket. All right. When you go inside of that casket and you are 6 feet under, I mean, over time, you're not going to look the same. You are just going to be dust and bones. Okay. Because that's when the earth starts to eat you. All right. Like when you are in the ground, the earth starts to take over. The bugs, the worms, and it's a whole science behind what happens to the body when it's in the ground. Okay. So yeah, like, I mean, what's the use of it? And also too, the moths is gonna get to the damn paper. For real. They are going to eat the paper. Okay, keep going.
And where thieves break through and steal. Verse 20. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt.
Right. So the Bible is saying that what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have treasures for heaven. What do you think that means? Go ahead.
All the statutes and the commandments doing.
Right. Because you got to think about one thing too, right? When you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, when you do the work of the Lord, you have a reward that the Most High is going to give you. What is that reward that He promised all of us if we endure to the end? It's very simple. There you go. That's it. All right. The reward is the kingdom. Okay. Now, of course, in order for the kingdom to come, meaning that it's not a physical kingdom that's going to drop down to earth. No, we're talking about the structure, the system of it. In order for that to work, in order for that to be a thing, we have to put in the work to be, obedient to the Most High's words, law, statutes, and commandments. Out of all the things that the Most High really wants from you, He wants you to keep His law, statutes, and commandments. So what does that require? It requires your focus. It requires your obedience. It requires your zeal, your discipline. Now, obedience to what? To following rules. The focus of what? The focus of knowing how, when, and where to apply these laws, statutes, and commandments. What is the discipline? Knowing how to apply these laws, statutes, and commandments to where you protect yourself from the dangers and also use wisdom. What is that zeal? That zeal to have that encouragement to want to continue to keep the law and to encourage others to do so. That's what all those things are about. Once you have those, you are fine. You are on your way. But here's the thing, though. Them old demons that you used to fight, they're going to come back and visit you. They're going to knock on your damn door. And when they knock on your door, here comes the discipline that kicks back in. You have to remember your training. All right? That's what you have to do. It doesn't just go away. Don't forget, Paul prayed to the Most High and asked Him to take that thorn away from his side. And that thorn was the sin, the constant urge of, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to, like, damn, she's fine, but she got a man. I want her so bad. Damn, she's so pretty, but she's a heathen. I want her so bad. That's wrong, right? You know what I mean? It's a sense of I want a cigarette. I want weed. Like of course that wasn't Paul's case, nor does it even mention what Paul was battling with. The point of that scripture is Paul prayed and asked the Most High. He begged the Most High to remove that thorn from his side, the thing that sin that's constantly bothering him, that's poking him. All right, it's like a damn rock or something, a pebble in your shoe. You're walking, it's constantly bothering you, but you feel like every time you dump out your shoe, it doesn't come out and just bothering you. It's poking at you. Like just think of it like that, to where it's always bothering him. It's always there, but you cannot get rid of it. Now the Most High, he denied, Paul's request, and he long story short, he pretty much told Paul, like, look, I blessed you enough to where you came into the truth, but that thing that you are fighting, you're gonna have to deal with that.
That's right.
Okay. Now the only way that you are battling your demons is if you are not doing them. Hear me clearly. The only way you are battling your demons is if you are not doing them. If you are falling victim to your demons, you ain't battling. You're losing.
Right.
You're surrendering. That's what's happening. Okay. So next time, be honest with yourself. Are you battling or are you surrendering to your demons? Which one is it? Be honest with yourself. Okay, go ahead.
You surrender to most times, like just like Samson, you surrender to listening the liar. She didn't really love him because because she wanted to sit it for because he was killing all the people.
Okay. Once again, change your words from the K word instead of say unalive. Yeah. Make sure you listen to what you're saying. But can you start over because I didn't understand you.
I think Delilah got with Samson because she didn't really love him, but because she was worried about he was on a lot of their people.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to cut you off, but no, I hear what you're saying, but you don't ever want to say that Delilah got with Samson. They never got with each other. All right. If you read Judges chapter 15 through 17, those chapters, chapter 15, 16, and 17, they were not with each other. She was put there to try to figure out what his strength was so she can break it, so that way the Philistines can use it against him. Okay? Right. So they was never with each other. Right. All right? So I just want to let you know, and plus she was a heathen. So yeah, they was never with each other at all. But she was trying to, manipulate him to figure out what his strength was, his power, so she can weaken him. Right. Because that was what the Philistines was trying to figure out. So they sent her to him. All right. So yeah, but they was never with each other. Also, too, I want to kill something else real quick. King Solomon never had children with the Queen of Sheba. That's nowhere in the Bible. But what it does say is that Queen of Sheba, she visits King Solomon. That was it. Because a lot of people visit King Solomon because he was the wisest man of the world and he gave out great counsel. So he was gifted and visited by her, but nothing happened. Right. If you say something happened, you got to show proof. Otherwise, it's speculation. All right, go ahead.
No sweat.
Oh, okay, all right, no sweat. All right, keep going on that.
But lay up for yourself treasure in heaven.
Right. So now, how do you lay up those treasures in heaven, man? By doing what you're doing right now, this work. Okay, like you doing what you are doing for your nation, for your people, is going to be a reward that's going to affect the future, man. That's something that the moths and the rust cannot corrupt. Why is that? Because it's something that's going to last forever. All right. The treasures, the things that you do in this life for the benefit of the most, serving the Most High, and teaching those laws, statutes, and commandments, his word. Okay? That never dies. That never rusts. Nor can anybody corrupt it. Okay? Right. It lives on forever. All right? Like, this Bible is like, the Bible is what, like, the Bible is like over 5,000, 6,000 years old. And we're now in 2023. Imagine that. Imagine us being in 2023. 2023, and this Bible is still being taught the way it was back then. Right. Imagine that. That's amazing. That lives on. It does not die. Okay? Right. All right, I need you to drop that. Let's get one more precept because let's go into the title once again. You can't serve two masters. I just want to bring that point all the way back in. Give me verse 24, the same chapter. And also, too, the scripture that I did skip in the same chapter, where your heart is. I'm sorry, where your heart is where your treasure is as well.
That's right.
Okay, so if your heart is for your people, it will show in your works.
That's right.
Okay, it will show with your treasure. And treasure, don't just think treasure as always just money. But of course, where you put your money to, that shows where your heart is. Where you put your time and energy to, that shows where your heart is. Okay? Once again, some people out here, their treasure is drugs, whores, bottles, you name it. But their treasure is not, like building up their nation. Imagine all the money that you spent on all the drugs, on all the prostitutes, all the things that are so unnecessary, and that's just going to be gone tomorrow, today. Think about if you just calculated how much money you spent on just garbage, and how much of that money you could have used towards fixing your people and their condition. Now, of course, money don't fix all things, but it does fix some things, yes. But just imagine, man. Like half of y'all Negroes, a lot of y'all Negroes, man, Hispanic and Native Indians, y'all would be rich right now. Just alone, calculate. I mean, if you could calculate how much money you spent on drugs and alcohol in just 1 year, one single year, you'll be upset and mad because you're like, damn, I could have used that for some, like for a business, for food drives, so on and so forth. Anyway, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
No man can serve two masters.
Yeah, no man can serve two masters. Now, why do I bring this precept out? It's because as far as Veterans Day, and even just besides Veterans Day, right? We have Thanksgiving coming up. Halloween, this year was pretty spooky. You want to know why? Because a lot of spooky things happen. And it's just going to continue to get more spooky and bad and bloody and more terrible every single year until you get the message that this is not for you to partake in. Okay? It's no coincidence that something evil always comes about when you participate in America's holidays and follow America's agenda. So once again, read it one more time.
Verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Yeah, no man can serve two masters. You can't say that you love God, but you celebrate Thanksgiving. You can't say that you serve God and Christ, but you do nothing that they tell you to do. You do the complete opposite. You are a liar. And there's no truth inside of you. Which one is it? And if you love God, you cannot be a drug addict. If you smoke anything, you are a drug addict. There's no difference between weed and crack. There's no difference between a cigarette and meth. You are an addict. I pray you understand. If no one told you, you heard it here tonight. You are an addict. That's what you are. Congratulations, you filthy, disgusting bastard.
That's right.
And may you repent before it's too late. Go ahead.
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Yeah, either he would hate the one or love the other. Come on, man. Like I saw this one brother online. He said, good night. He said to a captain in the ISUPK, this brother in the world said that he's a Christian and Muslim light. And when I tell you, I'm thinking he's joking. He was so serious. He said he's a Christian, a Muslim, and an Israelite. I'm like, brother, what are you smoking? Good. Now I never heard of that. So you are the boss of all bosses of every a religion or gods or something? Good night. I mean, what the hell does that even mean? You're a Christian and a Muslim and an Israelite? Now, the thing is this. There's no religion based on being an Israelite. An Israelite is your nationality.
Right.
All right? If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you are an Israelite by blood. That's not something that you can convert to like a damn Jewish. You can't do it. You have to be born that. Right. All right? Like, man. I'm sorry, what? Oh, my bad. Yeah, Khan, the water. Yeah, he, you know what I mean? Salakia. But yeah, man, good night. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's idiotic. All right. We have to, man, good night. There's so much work to be done. All right. Read it one more time.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Right. The brother said he's a confusion light. The good night. That's funny. You damn right. That brother is all types of confused. And them sisters as well, too, because they call themselves all types of things.
That's right.
It's so funny how we call ourselves everything except for a man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord, a daughter of Zion, or the prince of the power. That's crazy to me. Is it not? That's very crazy. You call yourself, Big Pookie. Pookie, Ray, you the biggest drug dealer. You the biggest mob boss. You sisters, you want to call yourself every disgusting name and be a sex symbol, but you don't want to call yourself really what you are supposed to be. Like, come on, man. Like, you are a byproduct of this place, America.
That's right.
America has did a terrible number on Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. And that's why in the ISUPK under Commander Junior Yohana, what our job is to clean up this mess that is out here. We are literally cleaning up the mess that has played and just made our people to become something disgusting and filthy that in actuality they are not as a people. It's, in order to clean up this mess, you got to start with yourself first. You gotta fix yourself. You gotta wash off and cast away those old things, that old man, that old woman, in order to help somebody else. First, you gotta get out the mote out of your eye before you try to get out of somebody else's eye. And Christ said that better. All right, so with that being said, that's the class. All right, clap it up. All right, I imagine, which means to stand. Let's get into the security announcement. If you could, I need you to raise that up, Babu Sean. If you could, Babu Sean. Raise it up. All right, yeah, come on. You got it, come on. Raise it up. More. Right there. All right, ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, my Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Feast of Dedication, also known as the Feast of Hanukkah, December 7th. So we are about like 3 weeks away. We about like 3 weeks away. All right, so get ready for that. Make all your arrangements as far as the school, the city that you are in, and we'll go from there. All right. So if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right, with that being said, Upanya Hakodam, which means face peace, all right? Repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shekah. Yahweh. Malak Watka. Taba'ah. Ratazak. Hayah. Asher. Barakazak. Kawak. Hayah. Hashemayim. Thundanawa. Nakum. Call. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawaknawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawak Yanawa. Wala'ah. Kaba'anawa. Wanasawan. Paul. Hawashainawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa,
Allah.
Waha'ala,
Allah.
Wahataparah,
Allah.
La Awalamim,
Allah.
Amun.
Allah.
In the English, our Father,
Our Father.
which art in heaven,
What's out of heaven?
hallowed be thy name,
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come,
The kingdom
thy
come.
will be done
That will be
on
done.
earth
Oh,
as it is in heaven.
that is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this
our
day
daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us of our debts,
Forgive us our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
If you forget our debt,
And lead us not into temptation,
give us not into temptation.
but deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the
and
kingdom
the power,
and the
and
power
the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
Bless Israel in Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shem Yahushua,
Hashem Hashem.
Barak Manawa,
Barak Now.
Yashala,
Yahweh.
Wahabayah,
Yahweh. Yah.
Sapari,
Support.
Barak,
Barak.
Rapa'ah,
Rapa'ah.
Magun,
Magad.
Hagun.
Magad.
Say the name of the loved ones once, everyone repeats the name once. So for those on social media, if you have a loved one that you want to pray for, put it into the chat, we will repeat it. Otherwise, those in the room, you may begin.
Desiree Davis.
Desiree Davis,
UPK Minnesota.
UK, Minnesota.
All UPK.
All of you UK.
All Maccabi family.
So like House of Maccabi.
House of Maccabi.
House of Maccabi.
All Qudas.
House
All the House of Qudas family.
of Kodash Ayan. Israel School UPK.
They would like to go UPK.
ISUK Minnesota.
UPK Minnesota.
All of Israel.
All Israel.
All destroyed in Israel.
All
destroyed in Israel.
All destroyed Israel.
All dead in Christ.
All dead in Christ.
May they rise again.
Let them rise again.
All right. All right. Vashem Yahushua.
Hashem Hashem.
The water Amun.
The water
In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
bless us in Yasha'Allah.
Bless us in Yasha'Allah.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved
In
ones.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
be it.
So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Bless you in your house.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth.
and all things living.
And all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Evils and curses.
Send evil curses.
Punishment and instruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction
the heathen.
to the heathen
That speak against us.
that speak against
Like
them.
prophets.
Their
The
prophets.
teachers.
Their
The
teachers.
princes.
Their
The
princes.
priests.
Their priests.
Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
In the school.
And the school.
Evils and curses.
Send evil curses.
Punishment and instruction.
Punishment and destruction
To the heathen.
to the
And
heathen.
shake loose.
They shake loose.
The church of the rich of Israel.
Children of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
Refuse to go to the school.
Force their riches.
Force the rich
To enter thy sanctuary.
to enter their sanctuary.
To evils and curses.
Send evil
The
curses.
punishment and instruction.
Punishment and destruction
To the Edomites.
to the
To the
Edomites.
nation.
To the nation.
And the drug dealers.
The drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court
The
system.
prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the government of our enemies.
Emirate synagogues and armies.
Ambac synagogues and army.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinhead.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
Gay movement.
Gabriel.
Lesbian movement.
Lesbian.
Spies.
Spy.
Workers of witchcraft.
Work on witchcraft.
United Space Program.
That's a French program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up to the
And
internet.
airwaves.
And the airways.
Cable access channel.
Cable access
And
channel.
radio channel.
The radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the
of
spirit.
any of thy people
Any of our people
that seek to stop us.
that seek to chop.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring us with destruction.
Brings us destruction
To all the heathen.
to all the
And
heathen.
stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
And try to stop us.
Stand to stop us.
From broadcasting your words
Broadcasting their word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet.
Let us all the plague.
That use all the faith.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause it go to and
Let
fro.
the earth consume them.
Let the earth consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murder.
That Yahweh Shai,
Let your house shine.
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel.
down the flying saucer,
Come down with the five saucers.
and punish all the heathen
Put all the
that
heathen.
come up against them
They come against
as they
us
speak thy word.
as they speak their word.
Cause they known by all.
Cause it be known by all.
That is the angels that done it.
That the angels that have done.
Cause it spread through the media
Cause it be spread to me
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause it shake at their
In
coming.
the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you always.
Thank you already. So be it.
Sorry, which means return. All right. May Israel my Shabbat. And my Rock.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Baruch Atah.
Yahweh. May the Israel courtesy salute for the sisters. May the Israel my Shabbat. And my Rock. Yahweh Shema. Yahweh. Yahweh. Class dismissed. All right, shalom.